DHL is the largest and world's leading logistics company. The founder of DHL is Adrian Duffield, Larry Hilbrooms and Robert Noor in 1969. They did not know they were revolutionizing the world of logistics. Today, DHL has over 3,800 people in over 220 countries and territories work every day to help them cross borders. At DHL Express, the unique value proposition to their 3 million customers is that they pick up and deliver urgent documents and parcels quickly around the world using their Scudder Express network consisting of 320 dedicated DHL Express aircraft with more than 2,300 flights per day. Utilizing their expert knowledge in custom clearance, they have a dedicated team of 4,800 DHL custom experts worldwide who ensure that shipments are cleared quickly on arrival so that customers are received their shipment on time. In addition to being fast and reliable, DHL Express offer international door-to-door service with a full track and trace capability throughout the network. The time-definite international TDI is the core business of this division, which allows clients to send and receive parcels at predetermined time. DHL provide industry-specific service under the TDI, which includes medical express, transport, and temperature control delivery options for the life science and healthcare sector.
Julian Noor is the Managing Director of DHL Express Malaysia and Brunei. Julian started his career with DHL Express Malaysia in April 2000 as a global account manager, managing a portfolio of key financial institutions and held various sales management roles thereafter. In August 2006, his portfolio expanded when he was appointed Director of Sales in Malaysia.
DHL Mission. DHL commits its expertise in international express, air and ocean freight, road and trail transportation, contract logistics, and international mail services to its customers. A global network composed of more than 220 countries and territories and 275,000 employees worldwide offers customers superior service quality and local knowledge to satisfy their supply chain requirements. DHL accepts its social responsibility by supporting climate protection, disaster management, and education. DHL's vision is to be the logistics company of the world. DHL's values. The first one is responsible company, with the programs of Go Help, Go Teach, and Go Green. The second one is committed team, with the program of Appreciation Week, Employee of the Year Award, and Regional Cups. The third one is Encourage Growth, with the programs of Certified Training, DHL for Her, and Succession Planning. The fourth value is Think Ahead, with the programs of Digitalization, Startup Lab, and Innovation Centers.
Pertaining to human rights, fair labor practices, and diversity, social sustainability lies at the heart of empowerment. DHL Malaysia practices such as fair employment and investment into knowledge resources can be a first foray into keeping human prosperity in shape. Making sure the talent pipeline, organizational decisions, and management structure are talent-friendly is integral to overall employee health. In addition to the environment, DHL employers also contribute to the lives of people they hire by offering competitive wages and equal opportunities. Similarly, businesses can put out goods and services that satisfy consumer needs. Next, for the diversity and inclusion. DHL Malaysia uses diversity as a strength in which the organisation brings together people with a wide range of skills, experiences, cultures, and viewpoints. That gives them a depth, breadth, and diversity which as a global company that they are very proud of. But it is a strength that they can only make the most of if their people feel that they can bring their true self to work every day. From a purely commercial perspective, a strong diversity and inclusion strategy helps organizations attract top talent and drive bottom line results. For the organizational strategy, with Strategy 2025, delivering excellence in a digital world, the company is laying the groundwork to continue its successful growth trajectory beyond 2020. The four most important trends that have been impacted logistics in recent years will also shape the industry going forward, which is globalization, digitalization, e-commerce, and sustainability. Strategy 2025 is the group's response to this. The company will build on these trends to harness the potential for profitability, long-term growth within its core logistic businesses, at the same time stepping up the digital transformation that is already underway across the entire group. All efforts are focused on the established three bottom lines of Strategy 2020, which continue to provide the foundation for Strategy 2025. Next, an organizational culture defines how its employees should behave and interact with one another within the company. First, DHL Malaysia boosts their employee engagement and satisfaction. In the increasingly remote workforces of today, engaging employees and boosting morale remains a major challenge for businesses. Cultivating a workplace culture that champions collaboration and teamwork can motivate employees to do their best on the job. Next, DHL Malaysia practices enhancing employee loyalty and retention. It goes without saying that happy workers are less likely to jump ship and more invested in contributing to the company's overall success. Valuing and recognizing employees for their contributions fosters a strong sense of loyalty to the company. Plus, with lower turnover rates, companies can also save precious time and money in the hiring process, which is money that can be used to invest in employee development instead. For technology, we will see how an automated and augmented future will shape the future, with technology reducing manual tasks and improving efficiencies along 6 segments of the supply chain. First, business professionals can now access the latest trend insights while on the go by listening to the Future of Work in Logistics Trend Report in audio format, available across a variety of preferred streaming platforms. Next, for those who prefer a more visual and interactive experience, reading the digital version of the trend report will feel most immersive. Users will engage with forward-thinking insights and research from DHL as they scroll through vibrant images, easy-to-understand charts and graphs, videos, and more. Last but not least, if we are ready to start implementing digitalization initiatives in supply chains or across the workforce, the DHL Innovation Center can support us in identifying which future work trends will have the greatest impact based on our unique challenges and objectives. Customers can request a tour or workshop for a deeper dive into the topic and to develop a roadmap to shape the future of work today. Lastly, for DHL planning is statistical techniques. The processing and analysis of big data in real time using artificial intelligence, algorithm, and other technologies is itself an entire field of study. But DHL sees 4 main types of big data analytics that could be applied in use cases along and across entire supply chains, which is descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. Descriptive analytics seeks to understand the existing situation and answer the question of what happened, while diagnostic analytics tries to investigate why something happened. Meanwhile, predictive analytics, as the name suggests, generates prediction and forecast of what might happen in the future, and prescriptive analytics utilize historical and situational data to recommend changes in what should be done.
Hello, my name is Najwa, and another supporting activity is job analysis. Job analysis is the process of studying a job to determine which activity and responsibility it includes. It is relatively important to other job. The qualification necessary for performance of the job and the condition under which the work is performed. An important concept in the job analysis is that the job, not the person doing the job, is assessed even though human resource may collect some job analysis data for incumbent. In the shell company, may use job analysis data like workforce planning, performance management, requirement selection, current and succession planning, training and development, compensation and nutrition, health, safety and security, employee relation and risk management. Regarding information collection, job analysis involves collecting information on characteristics that differentiate jobs. For example, KSO needed, work activities and behavior and performance standards. Determining which task employee perform is not easy. The HRM company use interview job analysis method because in a face-to-face interview can obtain the necessary information from the employee about the KSO need to perform the job. During interviewing, the interviewer use predetermined question with additional follow-ups. Question based on the employee's response. This method works well for professional job. Next is DHR competency. The core competence of DHR is the efficiency of inbound and outbound logistics that leads to superior service. The business model is built around the collection, storage, and distribution of portal package. DHR is an international delivery service company with a global footprint. The core competency of DHR company include effective communication mechanisms, increased innovations and new ways of transaction business, ability to transact most of their transaction online, presence of a strong management team and in-house consultancy. These are the main competencies of the firm because they help it to efficient conduct transactions and have competitive advantage over their competitors. Moreover is DHR reward. Reward system has been considered as an effective tool for the purpose of attracting and motivating employees in an organization so as to enhance their performance and effectively execute the activity of the business. There are various needs of a person for which is performing numerous tasks. Motivation is an effective measure for enhancing the performance of the employee. There are various factors that affect the performance of employee, and motivation is the most important aspect or factor among those factors. Motivation encourages employees, which result in attainment of the goal and objective of their organization. Reward can be two types. These two types of reward include extrinsic rewards and intrinsic rewards. Intrinsic rewards can be understood as the rewards which focus on the providing personal satisfaction to an individual, for example, recognition, appreciation, or feedbacks. Extreme rewards can be understood as the rewards which are given to an individual for their performance, for example, increment or hike in the salary, bonus, or promotion. The HRM company is using reward system so as to motivate the employee for performing in a better manner so as to enhance the performance of the employee as well as of organization. Reward system has helped the HRM company by improving the customer satisfaction, level customer, and improving the chance of survival and growth of the organization. The HRM include highly competitive salaries or pay rates, outstanding training opportunities, fantastic career development prospects, various healthcare and well-being programs, family-friendly working arrangement, and company healthcare and pension scheme.
In internal recruitment process, DHL often promote open internal recruitment, but instead of posting job on the DHL intranet, DHL prefers to blast email to their employees to make the job posting more noticeable. DHL also encourage a nomination culture among their employees from time to time. In the external recruitment process, open recruitment is favored by DHL, as they are a big company with many parts. They do not often promote targeted recruitment for specific skills. In the interview, they use decentralized approach and recruitment, where the human resource representative does not interview the candidates, rather the managers who know the type of skills needed for their specific work. DHL also uses in-house recruitment rather than paying extra costs for an external recruitment agency. One of the often applicant sourcing used by DHL is social recruitment sources, that is employee referral. Most of the time, employee gets a bonus of 1,000 ringgit for finding a new employee upon the confirmation of permanency. This also helps to strengthen employee-company relationship. In external selection, candidates needed for Japanese-speaking skills were tested with pen and paper on subjective questions and not multiple choice nor an essay. PDF version of resume was given prior to the interview by a current employee who referred the candidate to the human resources person via email, and a hard copy is required on the day of the interview. In the decision-making process, the assessment scores were determined by a rational weighing because DHL needed candidates with Japanese language skills. They had multiple predictors, but Japanese language subject matter experts and managers prioritized Japanese skills of the candidate. Other than that, the candidate was not measured by group as they are called to the interview one by one. In the final match process, candidates were given room to negotiate and make idiosyncratic deals. For salary negotiation, DHL did not go for the three approaches such as lowball, best shot, or market match, but instead asked the candidate to write a range of salary they wanted on a piece of paper and tried to meet up to it. In terms of start date, DHL gave the option of starting in the middle or early of the month. Candidates can count their notice period if they are still currently working with another company. Candidates would also negotiate on preferred shift timings and public holiday opt-outs.
The software that DHL company uses is Enterprise Resources Planning (ERP), a software that integrates all departments and functions across the company onto a single computer system that can serve all different departments' particular needs. This allows DHL to link with all levels such as supply chain, sales management, and HR management. In conclusion, DHL is the global industrial leader when it comes to logistics. The company has been performing exceptionally well when it comes to the management of its requirement and selection. DHL has been following some of the best practices in the management, but the company can still improve by undertaking a few recommendations, which is: the recommendation is once policies and procedures are clearly defined, hiring managers and supervisors of DHL should be trained regarding the requirements of the process. Training should include not only what steps are required to recruit and select employees, but how to interview candidates appropriately and effectively. It includes applicable law and regulation as well as the organization's goal during training. Another recommendation is DHL can involve requirement partner as they can have easy access to potential candidates because they have available database they collect over time. So that's all from us. Thank you for listening.